again, welcome back to the Unloved JDM channel. So I said at some point it's going to happen, and sure enough it did. So a couple of nights ago this thing came up on quite a local auction. I'd already seen it on Facebook for sale. I'd hesitated on buying it on Facebook, and then I saw it come through auction. I couldn't resist anymore. So sure enough, I was on there, I made a bid, and I ended up winning it. So here we are. I did say we'd be back in a FTO at some point, and let me give you a good look at it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. Right then, as for plans, I don't honestly know what I'm going to do with it. It was a little bit spur of the moment, a little bit what am I going to do with it, worry about it later kind of deal. But it went at a decent price that it was worth buying no matter what I was going to do. At the moment it's staying for a little bit, or at least until the novelty wears off. There's a few things that I want to do to it and tidy up a little bit. We'll run through that, as I say, in a minute. We'll go through things wrong with it, stuff like that. But ultimately it is quite a nice car. It runs and drives perfectly fine, which is kind of weird for me to buy because it's kind of the opposite end of the scale. Obviously it's been painted in aftermarket yellow, and if anybody knows what the colour is or who used to own it or anything like that, I can shed any light on it. That'd be ideal. If not, I'll have to go do some digging into it, because there are some bits of it that realistically need repainting, because it's just little bits that are winding me up. But as I say, on a whole it's actually pretty good. So sat inside, it's fairly straightforward in there. As I say, rev counter doesn't work at all. Battery gauge doesn't work, clock doesn't work. This resets every single time you turn it on. That you have to turn off every time you turn it on. And it's got like an old school 90s immobilizer with the little thing in there. The good thing is, I actually kept a couple of those to one side for the day that this happened. And sure enough, there it goes. Other than that, it's modified in the sense of what you can see outside, but the rest of it's pretty straightforward. It has got quite a nice exhaust on it, which you probably heard a clip of it just a moment ago in the B-roll. But as I say, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. It's just a good looking car that was on my doorstep and at a reasonable price, so I'll take that. Alright, so I'm in the FTO. I'm just going to go take it to the garage for the first time. James doesn't actually know that I've bought it, so I want to try and see his reaction. I think he's got an idea that I've bought it though, because I was talking about it a couple of days ago when it first went through the auction, and I think he sort of guessed it from last night's conversation. So I'll go there in it, and we'll see what happens. I'll try and film his reaction.
You did it, didn't you?
I did it!
You're gonna have to let me drive it, and it's on camera.
I didn't agree to it on camera though.
Oh,
So there you go, that was James's reaction to it. So as I say, he didn't know I was buying it. Nobody knew I was buying it. He expected it, but he didn't know it. So there you go. But there you go. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed, of course, because there's always stuff coming up. You might even get to see what we decide to do with this thing and do with everything else that's on the to-do list. Skyline is coming together really well. There will be part 2 of the video out. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, make sure you go back and watch it. Obviously there's all the other cars to do as well, so there's plenty to get at, but this is this one for now. And as I said, make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.